pansinin mo, pagbigyan. Pusong ito, tamahalin ka, aalagaan kita. Cause there's something about you, baby, that just makes me go.
Ang alagaan ng taong di mo gusto, habang sinasaktan ka lang naman ang taong gusto mo.
Hiniling ko sana'y matupad, ako'y di na mapakali. Gawin natin lagi na kung nating sandali.
Mag-iingat ka palagi, paalam. Umalis ka na kahit di ka na magpaalam.
Sa tuwing kasama mo ko, sa tuwing kasama kita.
I have no idea what this music is or the language it's sung in. Oh no. It's copyrighted music, non-copyrighted music. No idea who it is or what this song is or the language it's in. Oh no. Can barely hold on to the beat. Barely holding on to reality. Hi everybody! Welcome to December Lives, Day 30. Day 30. 30. 3-0. Or 3-0 because everything is is backwards. Larissa from St. John, Fort St. John, because St. John is in New Brunswick, St. John's is in Newfoundland, or vice versa. But Fort St. John, now that's in British Columbia. How are you tonight? How is everybody tonight? We are embarking on easy curry. Now, I have always been intimidated by curry sauces. I had, up until a couple years ago, had never made a curry sauce by scratch. I'd always buy the jar, and then I'd add in my own stuff, like the chicken or mango or what have you. So I'd never made my own curry sauce. I was always intimidated. And then bing, bang, boom, I found a recipe for easy everyday curry. And boy, is it easy. And I took a picture yesterday of what the ingredients were. And they really are a bunch of spices. And what I've done is I've thrown in a can of coconut milk to extend it and a can of tomatoes. Well, the tomatoes was already in there. So, if you are Klaus Hoffner, how are you? I don't know why I'm talking like that, because you don't talk like that. But for some reason, saying the name Klaus Hoffner makes me want to talk like that. How the hell are you, Klaus? Allie, how are you? And Carol, hi from home, hi from Nova Scotia. I was telling some Nova Scotian jokes. I did a comedy workshop today, and I did a couple of my stand-up jokes, and one of them was about being from Nova Scotia, and of course, being born to a Newfoundlander and a Cape Bretoner. And there was a big Christmas party when I was born. I could smell the smell of beer and boiled dinner as I was coming out of the womb. But then my mother got a cream for that and it went away. I'm here all night, folks. Actually, I'm only here for about half an hour, but then I'm in my home with Graham all night. Luckily, he doesn't need to hear my old dreams. My old dreams. He doesn't need to hear my old dead dreams. I'm just cutting up here now. So I add a little bit to this curry because the easy everyday curry is really a bunch of spices cooked together with your meat of choice, whether it's chicken, for me it's tofu. And tonight we're doing tofu, yeah, but I used to do this with chicken, and I also used to do it with, well, and I still do it with tofu as well, because we are, what are we? We're vegetarians. So I'm chopping up garlic now. So the basis of the sauce is garlic, onion, ginger, and of course, I'm adding peppers and I'm add a little bit of pepper, and I'm adding cauliflower because we had it in the fridge. And I find that I do like to add a little bit more to the curry just to make it a meatier dish, especially with the tofu, and just because, you know, meat is always a little more nutrient dense than something like tofu. So if I can add a few more things like veggies or a little bit more fat, then I will. And that's why I also add the coconut milk to this recipe, because again, it extends it. And I have right now, I have my rice on to boil. How are we all doing? New Year's Eve. Boy, oh boy, I know a lot of people who cannot wait for 2020 to go. And I've tried really not to have, I tried not to have emotional attachment to a year, but I think that that's a fallacy, because I think I have an emotional attachment to every year of my life. In fact, yeah, now that I think about it, it would be silly not to have, you know, at least some feelings around every year, because every year you hope that something significant has happened or something transformational has happened. You know, some not always welcome, some given things that they can handle. You know, there's that saying that you're only given what you can handle. And I would like to firmly believe that. In fact, I do trust that that is what happens. So I know you cannot see what I'm doing right now. Maybe I can angle the camera down, but honestly, all that I am doing, all that I am doing right now. See, you either look at the board in my boob, or you look at me. So I'm gonna make you look at me, because you know what slicing and dicing does. Slicing and dicing. I'm gonna save the onion for last, just in case I start to onion cry. Have you ever seen that scientific? I think it's scientific. I don't know, but that study on tears and how the molecules of every kind of tear is different. Like a choking tear, a sad tear, has a different makeup than a happy tear, which has a different makeup than an onion tear, and a different makeup than, like, your eyes are watering because you're cold. Like, every tear has a different chemical makeup, which again just makes me realize, holy crap, the body is a freaking machine, and someone knew what they were doing when they invented it. The body, that is, or created it, or whatever you want to, whatever your belief system is. So I'm continuing right now. I'm just cutting up the cauliflower and the peppers, because they're going to go in a little bit separately than the garlic and onion and ginger and spices. I'm going to now go for my ginger here, where I have no spoons to peel. Because you know how I prep. You know how I prep for these things, you know. And once I go professional, I'll have to be a little bit more prepared in these areas, so I'm not running off camera all the time. How many people have their Christmas decorations still up? I know we still look like Christmas in the house. We will take our decorations down. You know, the timing of it is really good this year, because the 1st is on Friday, and then we have the weekend. So Graham and I will probably take our tree down, I would imagine, on Saturday. Because for me, I've said it before, I love hanging on to Christmas. And I need to share you a really funny story with you now. So way back when I first moved out here in the mid-90s, I was living with a man in Nanaimo. And it wasn't a very healthy relationship at all. Not healthy at all. He was in an addiction. I was in a codependency with his addiction. You know how that all flows. Well, maybe you don't, but that's like a merry-go-round that never ends until someone smartens the fuck up. Anyway, so we had a power struggle going on with the Christmas tree, in that neither one of us would take it down. And it was a real tree, and it sat in our little one-bedroom apartment we'd gotten it in early December, so we'd gotten it in December, and it sat in our apartment for all of January and all of February. Now, it was quite embarrassing. They talk about a white elephant in the room. Well, how about a Christmas in the room in the beginning of March? So we've got this Christmas tree in March. Now, luckily, the people we were having over, we weren't having anybody over. And if my boyfriend at the time was having people over, they were usually drunk and high. So a Christmas tree in February didn't really make any difference. So I decided in March to take the Christmas tree down. But I was so embarrassed. That it was February, well, it was March, and I was taking the tree down. And I didn't want to be seen, like the dumpsters right outside and in the front of the building. Hey Steve, yeah, I love you too. There were only four apartments in this unit, so it's not like I could hide anywhere. So I have this tree this dead tree pretty much in my apartment that's shedding needles all over the place. So I know I can't drag it through the whole apartment and down the hall because I don't want these needles being seen, and I didn't know what to do. I grabbed a saw and a garbage bag. And in the living room of our one-bedroom apartment, I proceeded to saw up this tree into tiny pieces and shove them in a garbage bag. Take the bags out one at a time throughout the day, so the neighbors wouldn't see me carrying bag after bag after bag of trash, aka Christmas tree. Not a proud moment in my life, but that's the glory of preaching from your wounds. As I say, preaching from your scars and not your wounds. That's pretty funny fucking shit. At the time, was it funny? No. As a matter of fact, I think I was probably sad sawing. I was probably crying, going, "Oh my God, this is my life now. Like I'm cutting a tree and it's March and I'm living with an addict and my life is terrible and all my family's back home in Nova Scotia." Yeah, that. And so that wasn't pretty. But I will tell you, now it's pretty freaking funny, right? I bet you're having a chuckle right there, and that's okay. That's exactly what healing through humor is all about. God bless that guy. And he is clean and sober to this day, I will say. Clean and sober and thriving in life. He has a happy ending, continues to have a happy ending to his story, as well as I have a happy ending to my story. But it's pretty funny, things that go on in the past. I was at a writing workshop today, actually, talking about funny things from the past, being funny now, and I grew up in an alcoholic home. Hi, Linda! I grew up in an alcoholic home, and we were, it wasn't good back then, but I've managed to find a lot of funny in it since. It was a long time ago, and it's kind of like if I don't find the funny in it, then for me, in my story, like why did I have to go through that? I believe so much in a bigger picture for everybody, and I know that I went through that for a reason. And it's to share what I know now, like all these years later. Like I went through all that to learn from it, find the funny in it, and carry on. I was laughing. God, Steve, if you're still on, remember Treasure Island. Who were you in Treasure Island? God, was I Captain Hook? I don't know. I was a guy though, but Stephen, you had a role. You had a role in Treasure Island, and I can't remember what it was. But I was into drama. I loved the whole acting and being on stage. I knew from a long time ago. Okay. God, if I walk down memory lane all this time, I'm never going to get this cooked. So right here on my board, I've got what I need right now. I've got my onion, I've got my ginger, I've got my garlic, and we're gonna sort of come over to the stove over here, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up everything. Now, if you had coconut oil, which I don't right now, coconut oil and or ghee and or butter, that's what you're gonna heat the pan with right now. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna preheat my pan, and I'm gonna get my onions and my ginger and my garlic going. Midsummer's Night's Dream, that's right. You were Puck, weren't you? I think you were Puck. But you were also, we also did Young Dracula together, remember? And you were the young guy, you were the nephew, and I was Frau Wiener Schnitzel, who wanted to turn Dracula's castle into a pickle factory. I haven't remembered that in a long time. Yes, Midsummer's Night's Dream, and yeah, I was the queen. Yeah, yeah. Those were fun times. Stephen, you and I did a couple plays together, and yeah, we had a lot of fun in our youth. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, the fairy. Oh, yes. Yeah. Man, oh, man. See, Frau Wiener Schnitzel. I mean, there's the comedy right there. And the funny thing is, I tried out for the leading lady. Now, that's funny, given that I was not leading lady type, nor could I sing. However, for some reason, I had this fantasy in my mind that I could play the leading role, which wonderfully went to Laura Gillespie, who totally deserved it. But I love pickles. And so, they said, no, you can't be the leading lady, but let's give you Frau Wiener Schnitzel, who wants to open a pickle factory. So I got the comedy role, and of course, I loved it because I made people laugh. And then for some reason I thought, well, gosh, I'm in a musical, even though I don't have a musical part. I'm going to continue on this musical drama path, and I am going to, I love you too, Steve. I am going to try out for every musical all through high school as well. That was a disaster because I am tone deaf. You think I loud talk because I can't hear what I'm saying? I can't hear how loud I am? I can't hear me sing either. So I remember trying out for this play in, I think it was grade 10, and it was like the pajama game. And we had to try out, and the music teacher is on, and we either had to sing Michael, Row Your Boat Ashore or Happy Birthday. I kid you not, I remember this. Oh, Sam, I can't wait to meet you, Sam. And so I remember this, that we had to sing either one of those two songs, and I chose, of course, Michael, Row Your Boat Ashore. So she starts on the thing, and okay, let's go, Siobhan, and I start, Michael, Row, and she goes, no, this is our key. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know what key it was, and a piano doesn't sound like ding, 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 but bing, 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 bing. Okay, got it. Okay, let's start. Michael, Row your... No, this is the key. Let's bring it down one. So the music teacher, I don't know who it was at the time, the music teacher takes it down another note or up, I don't remember. And I start again, and I'm terrible. And she just says, you know what? I don't think we're going to be able to give you a singing role. No shit, Sherlock. I knew that, but I just kind of thought maybe I could get an acting part and not sing. I don't know. Maybe I was a little delusional. So what we're doing here now, I'm adding, I know it's way over there. I've got exciting news. There we go. So I've got the onion and the ginger and the garlic in here, just starting off. I gotta cut my tofu as well. So here's the special announcement, everybody. Tomorrow, day 31. I can't really talk about it because I get emotional. I know, it's fucking crazy. Like, how could I become attached to all you people? I don't know, but I have. Oh, man. I have loved going live every day. Tomorrow, we are having a 1-hour season finale. A 1-hour season finale, and you are going to watch me cook my New Year's Eve dinner. And it's not just any vegetarian dish. Oh no, sirree. I am making, now get ready. Are you sitting down for this? Because this is going to be an hour-long December Live special. Sitting down? My New Year's Eve dinner. Veg duckin'. I know. Okay, stop the applause. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What was that she said? You might be thinking? Veg duckin'. What is veg duckin'? I'll tell you what veg duckin' is, my friends. I would have called it, I think I might have even called it squash duckin'. This is what it is, and I'm sure you've all heard of a turducken, right? So a turducken is a meat lover's dream. It's like a turkey, and it's got a chicken in it, and then it's stuffed with a duck. I don't know. It's got, I don't know. It's like meat within meat within meat. A turducken. Right, it's a turkey with a duck with a chicken. Well, this veg ducken, get this. It's a butternut squash hollowed out with stuff, then a zucchini, and then an eggplant. And the two halves of the butternut squash are put together, baked in the oven. When it comes out sliced with all these layers. Veg duckin'. And this is the first time you are gonna see this dish ever made live tomorrow night. I am so excited. I am probably, because it takes about an hour and a half to cook. I'm probably going to start my show at, if I go 4 to 5, 4 o'clock. I'm going to be 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Steve, daughters, I'd love to meet you. I know, I can't believe you have daughters. Yeah, example of a beautiful person. Okay, you're just making me blush now. Thank you so much. You know how much you mean to me and how much you meant to me over the years. You got me through school, man. Okay. So we're continuing on here. There we go. I'm cutting up my tofu, but we're going to get back to the curry because as you can see, I have been gabbing so much that I've almost not made a curry. So I'm just cubing my tofu right now. I'm so excited for tomorrow night, New Year's Eve, and our hour-long season finale. Don't think that you've seen the end of me, though. You haven't. I'm going to be around in some form or other. That's what the New Year's all about, hey? So I've got my tofu here. Got my onions cooking. So did you know the secret with curry is heating up your spices? That is the #1 secret with curry and a good curry sauce is heating up your spices because that will bring out the aroma, the aromatic flavors, the je ne sais quoi of a good spice. And I'm going to do that right now. Hi, Nicola. So I've got just my onion and garlic right now. And I'm going to throw in my curry in here, which is just going to cook in the oil. Now I've actually separated it. I've separated it from my onions a little bit because I'm just going to stir it in the little bit of oil that I have right now. Again, just to get it a little spicy. Oh, if you could smell this, it smells delicious. And then I'm going to stir fry everything else in here. As you can see, I've got tofu, I've got a piece of plastic, I've got cauliflower, and I've got peppers. So we've got that going, and here we go. I'm going to stir it back around now, the onion and garlic and the curry powder all stirring in together. And now I'm adding my tofu to get that all spiced up. And my cauliflower. You can see how this kind of adds up. Cauliflower and peppers. I'm going to turn the heat back up on this. I'm going to give it a good old stir, as I'm doing right now. And you could see, if you were over here, you could see how everything is turning that beautiful yellowy curry powder color. But the spices were curry, coriander, turmeric, cumin, and that was it. So stir frying these up again. Now what I'm also going to do right now, I'll be fair. I'll tell you honestly that this simple sauce, hi Lynn, the simple curry sauce did not call for the cauliflower or the peppers. I have added that in to make it a filler because, of course, I'm adding coconut milk to it. Now I need a lid. One moment. I know. See, I keep leaving the screen. I gotta do a better job than that. So I'm covering that a little bit so it's steam. I think my rice is ready as well. Ah. Oh, yep. So I was cooking some rice as well. I mean, rice is rice. I didn't use any bouillon or broth or anything, so the rice is pretty boring. But the flavor of my curry is going to take over. I didn't put any salt in here yet, which is something I'm going to do right now. And then once my cauliflower and my peppers are a little bit more cooked, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my tomatoes. And I bought fire roasted tomatoes. Honestly, if you've never tried fire roasted tomatoes before, you gotta try them. They make all the difference in the world, and they really do look like that because they've been roasted on a fire. I mean, check that out. Oh, I guess I'm gonna dump it all over my phone if I'm not careful. But yeah, so that is what my sauce is gonna look like. Of course, I'm gonna take a picture. Of course, you'll see it. I'm excited and I'm sad at the same time for tomorrow. If you've missed any of the December lives and you want to catch up, I'm getting them all on Facebook. I think I'm up to day 20. I think I'm up to day 26 actually. That's up there. So I've got a few more days to put up on YouTube. And then tomorrow, man, the big season finale, the big 1 hour special, where if you're in Nova Scotia, that's going to be 8 o'clock. You're probably in your PJs, and I'm going to catch it before you go to bed at 9. And if you're in BC, of course, you are going to be, I don't know, maybe home from work, getting home from work, or am I posting the recipe? Oh, for the easy curry, yeah. Yeah, of course I'll post the recipe. I'll take a picture of it because I don't even know what website I got it from. I might have even got it from a website. I don't know what website. So all I know is that I've got the printed recipe here. And it's called Simple Everyday Curry. But I will take a picture of it and I will post it on the Facebook right after this. And I will put like what I add as well. So I'm going to have to take a picture because I didn't finish it. But you know how it's going to be. It's going to be delicious because everything I cook is delicious. Okay, my friends. I will take a picture, but that is basically the sauce, except for these two things mixed in, adjusting with salt and pepper, and then I'm pouring it over rice, and there is dinner for us. Yum, yum. And I will see you tomorrow for the final December live. I do not know where this month went. It's crazy. But that's December anyway, isn't it? I found the same thing with the burpee challenge too. Like going live every day, it seems like it's, I don't know, when you start, I remember making jokes. Oh my God, 31 days. Like, what the hell am I going to do? But I have not lacked for anything to do every day because you bring us here, but you won't end in December, right? Well, that's the big, yeah, I hope not. Well, I won't. I'm not going to end in December. I have to figure out what January is going to look like. And I will let you know. Of course, I'm going to let you know. And who knows? January 1st rolls around. I'm addicted to this stuff now. I'm not really. Yes, I am. But, my friends, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to finish this off now. I will post a picture of it, and I will post a picture of the recipe right now. And tomorrow, I will see you for the hour-long season finale of December Lives. I have really enjoyed today. Thank you for walking down memory lane with Steve and I and our antics and yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. It's been great to connect with so many of you. If you are watching on the replay and you've made it this long, this far, both in days and in episodes, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you tomorrow for veg ducking, squash ducking, turf fucking, what the fuck am I doing ducking tomorrow?